Thank you so much. So, on average, I charge about $1 per hour of burn time for the candle. That's a really good, I guess, assessment of the value in each candle. Those towers, a tower averages from the $150 to the $350 tier, and that's because those are usually bigger candles. They took a long time to make. There's a lot of pieces. There's a lot more like costs for materials and things like that. And then you get all the stones. So the crystals and all the crystals and flowers that go in there, that's a big part of the cost as well, especially as stones are tripling in price over the last couple years. The crystals are getting even more expensive, and precious stones can already be pricey. So for custom orders on my website, I have it by intuitive tier. They're called intuitive curations, and you can look and do like a tier budget. I kind of do it like a florist. So you pick which one fits, and then you let me know, because the price when I like custom make it's complicated. If you want a bigger candle with more wax, like you're focused on the candle side of it, you might get like a bigger candle with less crystals for the same price that you might get something that's less wax but more crystals, or more of like an art piece. So you can, if you want a custom order, you can go in and select an intuitive curation. We can discuss, like there's a request box, but you can also message me and let me know kind of what it is that you're wanting. If there's specific intentions, specific colors, like, you know, themes, whatever it is that you're wanting or needing, or the direction you want me to take it, that's awesome. If you don't want to give me any sense of direction and just have me create you something that I feel intuitively inclined to craft for you, then there's like, that's a fun experience that a lot of people commission me for. Or these, like, they'll be posted on my store in the next week or so. I haven't updated those ones. There's other ones on my website. I just took the product photos for those ones. So a sneak peek, I guess, of like my big towers. But they'll probably be, with everything that I put into them, they'll be somewhere between $150 and $250. $350 is for like the huge ones that I do that are like 60-70 ounces of wax, or like I made a really tall 3-foot like centerpiece candle. I've made like 100-ounce candle for like a big wedding and a big bowl. So there's so much variation in the price. So like I said, it kind of goes in the same sense of like a florist. So yeah, but I do like have budget friendly options. You know, just let me know your budget and then I'll create you something really cool. But unfortunately, due to the world we live in, the more extravagant the candle, the more expensive it is, because of the artistic symbolism that goes into the experience of these ritual and intention candles. Yeah, and also I want to add, it's a value. So every candle is like a value package. It's not just the candle that you're getting. You get like an intuitive witchy sachet, and that's full of a bunch of different things. There's like a tarot or oracle reading that goes with it, and then extra crystals or other just like fun things. Like, I don't know, there's so many different things to put in there. Sometimes it's jewelry, sometimes it's like a ring, sometimes it's a necklace or a charm, sometimes it's like incense. Like, there's a variety of reasons, and it all fits into the value of it. And then that's free shipping, and then it also helps with the time, energy, and all the above that it takes for me to record the candle story, which is posted on YouTube. I'm doing video candle stories now, so they're going to be on YouTube. I have a few posted. I used to do quick ones here on TikTok, but I hated how quick I had to be because I'm obviously very verbose. And so then I started writing the story, but that is overtaking my blog in the sense that I write so many different things, and so I'm trying to prioritize where everything goes. So that's kind of like how it is right now. Video candle story, so that's like included in the price as well to help support every aspect of the business of me doing that. I'm fairly transparent with the prices, so anytime anyone wants an itemized or breakdown of the prices, I will, and I include the profit margin in there for anyone who asks, because this is a business. I'm not a business person. I'm just learning all of the things. But the dollar per hour burn time is how me and a couple of my friends who, they have business degrees, they help me with an equation that I have no fucking idea. I trust them. That they help me calculate an equation based off of the average cost and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But on the higher end, for something a little more extravagant, also if people want to request specific fragrances, like I'm open to all fragrances and essential oils, but certain ones cost more. So for certain things, then it can go up to $2 an hour of burn time. But all of this is transparently expressed in the conversation when creating a custom one, or it's explained in like the candle stories. Like that's why I also like to do them, like the videos of them in a long-winded platform, is because then I get to not only explain the creation process, but I get to kind of show people why they are the cost that they are, because that's one of the biggest things. Two things in my business that I've struggled with is cost, and then the fire hazard thing. The fire hazard thing, I have snuffed that out, I think. But the cost, I'm trying to make this as high standard and luxurious and quality. I want the quality that is always on my mind, but then I also want it affordable, because I think that things in life should be affordable in general, regardless of the luxury status. But that's the argument of like price and value and this and that and all these other money concepts that are just like obnoxious to me. So anyway, I want to be open to creating something for everybody at all levels of the spectrum. So just let me know. But that's why it's really complicated to explain like what I charge. It's very much per piece. So like a florist or a tattoo artist, I'm not a traditional candle business. I don't recreate any designs. You can pull inspiration from designs, be like, I really like the colors here, I like the style here, or whatever. I don't mind that, but I will not repeat a design. But I also will resurrect vessels. So if you buy a vessel and you want it refilled, I will refill it. Usually it depends on a variety of factors, but roughly it's about 40 to 50% off the original candle price for like the wax and oil side of things. If you want new crystals, it's a little bit different. If you want me to reuse the same crystals and just put them in a different layering on top, I can do that too. And then the more of the same materials I recycle, the less the cost to refill it or resurrect it. But there's also billions of ways to repurpose each vessel. That's just like something to let people know. That's Wyrd Curations. Those are my candles, and that is what I would charge. They're open right now because I haven't closed them. I forgot to close them on Monday. But typically, ordering window is on the new moon and then closes on the first quarter. When orders are slow, that's kind of when I tend to forget. And it's summer, back to school, slower season, which is awesome because then I've been able to create more for the fall markets and for the online shop and stuff like that. So anyway, I tend to close them on the first quarter, but they're open right now. I'll probably close them, I guess, depending on the spike of orders. So anyway, that's just like a little bit how it works. If you go on my website or the YouTube, I break this down even more. If you have any further questions, still feel free to reach out.